Hi guys, and welcome back to another cooking video. So yes, it's another baking one, although this is going to be no bacon, I guess. We're going to be making a no-bake cheesecake. It is one of my favourite things to make. This recipe is one I am always using if I'm going to bake a cheesecake. So hopefully you guys will like it, hopefully I'll make it good again. I usually do, but now the camera's here, I might feel a bit nervous. So there isn't many ingredients, so we'll get straight into that now. So see you then. So you want to crush 150 grams of your bickies. Now the best part is once you've opened them, you have to eat the rest, otherwise they go stale. So, perfect. Now I'm just for the sake of this video, we'll measure out 150. Usually I just guess. Oh, there's a broken one, that's fine. We'll just add it on top. These are all broken. This is probably why you don't go for Tesco quality, but we're crushing them anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 digestive biscuits we are using today. That doesn't seem like a lot, but we'll see. We can always add more biscuits if you want to, if it doesn't fill your base. I think we're using a 22 centimetre cake tin with a removable base, so it just makes it easy to get everything out. They're probably like £6 to £8 on Amazon, or if you can go to Wilko's or anywhere like that if you don't want to give money to Jeff Bezos, which I completely understand. So we'll leave the bickies to the side. Also, I hope I don't get bullied for calling them bickies, like, they're literally bickies. Just want to seal the bag. Now this isn't a very good Ziploc bag, but that's fine. I usually leave a little gap just so that all the air can still get out. And you want to take a wooden spoon or rolling pin. A rolling pin's probably better. You just want to bash the living daylights out of them, you know, get your anger out, pretend it's someone that you hate or someone that used to bully you or someone that doesn't agree with human rights. So just pretend this is someone who doesn't support, you know, LGBT, trans, black, all those lives, and just crush them up to little pieces. Now once it's all crushed up, I'll get back to you guys.
2 hours later.
Although I'm not a obviously big platform with barely 100 subscribers, I still will like to use my platform in a positive way. So if you don't like the fact that I've said what I've said, then you can unsubscribe, like, that's perfectly fine.
3 hours later. One eternity later.
So, once you've bashed the heck out of them, it should look like this. So it should be like a powdery. Oh, so it should look like a little powdery, you know, nothing too spectacular. And then you want to start melting your butter and then combining these in. So first of all, we want to start by melting 50 grams of butter. Don't worry, this hob is not on, so that's why I've got the scales underneath. It's mainly just for framing. Oh, look at that, 47 grams, 48, I was so close, 50 grams. So you don't want this to be too buttery, but obviously you don't want it to be too dry either. So remove the scales before you start the butter. You want to just put it on a medium-low heat. So this one goes to 6, I put it on 3. And then again, you just want to make sure that it all melts. So once this is melted, we'll just get back and we'll start adding the bickies. Okay, so once your butter's melted, obviously it should look something like this. You then want to turn the heat off, and then you just want to, I would just personally add just a bit at a time. like half and half maybe. We'll attempt that. I don't really know the best way. You can always pour the butter on top of the biscuit as well, which can be easier, but I just really can't be bothered. And yes, using a metal fork in a metal pan probably isn't the best thing to do, but I'm going to continue to do it. You know what, I'm going to a wooden spoon. It may still look combined, but you still want to keep at it. And then just want to add the rest. Now these Ziploc bags aren't always the best, so I sometimes try and unfold a corner so that you can easily pour it all in, as I still struggle with all of my heart. And in the rest goes. And we'll just start mixing it all in again. I just want to keep doing it till it all looks like it's combined, so it'll be like a nice goldeny colour rather than a, I guess, sawdusty colour. As you can tell, I don't really know my colours, but that's fine. They should be able to basically be mouldable, is how you really want it. Also, you want to make sure you've left space in your fridge for this, because this needs to set and so does your cheesecake. I know I'm saying these quite last minute, but at least I've said them now. So you just want to pat it down, see if it's going to be good. Can be. If you want to add more butter, I would recommend just adding a tiny little bit if you was going to, just because you don't want the base to be too buttery. Unless you like that, then that's fine, but a lot of people choose not to. Yeah, so you just want to take it off here. This is the tin we're using, it's got a little latch so you can easily take everything off. So what we're going to do is we're just going to start carefully adding it all in. And you just want to start evenly spreading it all out and patting it all down. Obviously you can add more biscuit, which I might end up doing. So just realise it's not the best. I love that I always try and make a video and it always ends up going wrong in some way. Maybe I should stop the cooking. Using a spoon just because it was just a little easier. Make sure it's all nicely, firmly pressed down, especially in the edges and in the middle. Now this is a simple basic cheesecake recipe, so obviously like I've said before, you can adapt it, you can change anything you want. So if you then want to add chocolate biscuit or lotus biscuits, or once this is cooled you can add another layer and then add your cream cheese. So some people could do like a layer of Milky Way, stuff like that. Not Milky Way, Milky Bar, white chocolate. Okay, so once you press it all down, you just want to leave it in the fridge to cool. So as your biscuit base is chilling in the fridge, we're going to start on our cream cheese filling. So you want to add 140 grams of icing sugar. Now I don't know if this is going to be enough. It's very colourful. Look at that, 145, perfect. I am a genius. You then want to add 2 teaspoons of lemon juice, if I can open it. There we go. And you want to add 300 grams of cream cheese. These are 300 grams. No? Yeah, 200 grams each. So I'll be using 1.5 of these packets. Now cream cheese isn't the best to look at, but it's fine. Just want to scoop that all in. Now, as someone that doesn't like cheese, I don't understand why I like cheesecake, but no one will ever know the answer to that one. And then you just want to stir these in until combined. Once it's done, it should look a little bit like this. Now, that looks white on camera, but on here it's like a creamy colour, obviously, because it's cream cheese. It's not going to be pure white. But yeah, we'll leave this to the side. So once you've sorted your cream cheese out, the next thing we are going to do is whip our cream. So you want to add 450 millilitres of double cream into a bowl. So I have exactly that, so I'm just going to pour the 150 in. You see it's still coming out. And then the 300 millilitres in. You then want to add either a teaspoon of vanilla and your vanilla seed, or 1.5 teaspoons of your vanilla extract. And I'm using an electric whisk because last time I tried to do this by hand with a fork because I didn't own a whisk. Yeah, it was a long time, so I won't be talking during this because this will be too loud. But you just want to whisk it until stiff peaks start to form. So once it looks like this, you're basically ready to combine. So we are going to grab our cream cheese. Now put it in a jug just because it was easier at the time. Into here. If you have two bowls, obviously that'll be easy, but I didn't have two mixing bowls. And you just want to start combining all of this in until basically fully combined. It shouldn't take too long. So once it's fully combined, it's time to add it to the biscuit. So biscuit's cooled down, hopefully it's not going to be too dry, and you just want to start adding your filling or topping, however you want to call it, I guess. And then you just want to make sure it's all evenly coated. There we go. And you want to pop this in the fridge for a minimum of an hour. I would put it in the fridge for at least around 2.5 hours. So once this is fully cooled down, we will get back to see the final results. So once your cheesecake has finished cooling, so I cooled mine for about 5 hours maybe. I got distracted. So we'll open it on camera, so this could go either really bad or really good. So we just want to unlatch it and slowly take it off. Give it a quick wobble and hope for the best. That's fine, it's a bit skinny, but in all honesty, I'm fine with that. This is what she looks like. See a little crust, which will be a little thicker as a little dip, and then the cheesecake on top. If I was to do this again, it would obviously probably be a smaller cake tin. I seem to always have that problem. Or just a bit more of each ingredients. But it turned out well. So that's going to be it for today's video. Now I'm hoping I won't drop this, but I'll give you another quick look at the cheddar cake. I'm not going to call it ever again. So yeah, it's really nice. I will take a slice and I will try it all because why wouldn't I? I've now got this all to myself. So cheers. See you later.